now even allowing me to unselect. And that is one of the bugs. I can still move so I can exit out of here, but I'm unable to do anything else. I'm allowing it to load some. Nothing. Let's try that again. Container. Move a box. Unselect box. Do it that way. So it's not loading two things at the same time or reloading. Security. And see, it's only loading a first page, maybe? I don't know how you guys are doing it. Select all, move. I totally forgot I was supposed to do it the other way. I could have just did it that way, but well. Move it all. It doesn't refresh, so I have to click enter again. Do it. Since it's not a full page, I don't have to scroll down to load more. Sadly enough. Do it one more time. Probably want one SCU's worth. Because why not? And you notice it's becoming harder to load because it's loading in here too. It doesn't stack, which is also terrible. So let's unselect so it doesn't load anything else prior to that. Alrighty, going to guns. Let's do attachments first. Now, you see how it's growing and it's doing more and more and more and more. It'll go up to like 240 worth of selectable items. 250 in this case. Move it. Now, if I try that again, and it won't refresh unless I click on search and enter or put in another category. And then I just get kicked out. Another bug that I face, and that first one wasn't intentional. Let's do this again. This is random too, so, but I know it continuously does it. And I keep doing the same shit. I swear I'm fucking special. So only one will go that way. These are bugged. Let's do this 2 more times because I want to have a few sets. If it ever happens where it actually works, and I can't do more than a few SCUs worth of containers, because if I try to put a whole lot and load them up, I'll just like, oh well, maybe this time I won't have no issues, and I'll be able to go and just get this out of the way since it's already in there. Be able to go and finish the rest, put all that hard work, you know, get it done with. It doesn't work. The reason why I do maybe 1 or 2 at a time is because then I can force myself to upload the elevator. Actually, I won't even be able to do that. Oh, there we go. So it must... Interesting. Alright, whatever. So, here's another issue you have. Well, I guess it won't work like that because I already loaded all this. Usually it'll load like 40 or 100. It won't load everything unless I move my screen down. So, let's do it again. I'll show you real quick. If it doesn't crash. Shouldn't, because I was able to view. Put attachments, didn't I? Alright, let's scroll down. See, now I can select everything. The biggest issue right now is that if I leave the terminal, all of this disappears. Anything that moves here should physically move as well in the system, where it won't force me to re-upload everything again. Because if you do it that way, then you're going to save a whole lot of time for players. Now watch. Select 100. You'll only go down to right here. And then anything else, I had to unselect, then reselect. But it moves. Go to primary, I'm going to unselect attachments. If it works, it's going to take a second. Now it doesn't allow me to do FS-9 LMG or any of that. Watch. FS-9. See. And if I put LMG, same thing. No bueno. So I can't move one particular item. I am forced to do everything and hope the guns that I get loaded, because it's only going to load the first 250 pieces, is what I get. So, I'll scroll all the way down, load it up. I would recommend leaving this loading. If you see it still in process, just wait. It reduces the chances of it crashing. Do it one more time. Now, it's not my computer. This is all client side. And see how this is refreshing and errors are changing? It's not loading. Have to allow this to load. Move it. Alright, this is fine. This tells me I have a full kiosk. Since I made progress here, if I don't crash, then I'm going to go. I should have waited until it fully loaded. Nope. I'm going to crash. Or I'm going to be. Yep, I'm going to crash because I can't move my character either. So, my thinking on this is there's too much things loading and it's continuously loading. If I move this piece here, all these are migrating. There we go. Don't want these fucking missions to pop up. Alright. Also, contents remaining 0 of 80,000. It'll still do the same thing. So it'll never read what you actually have. So if I go here, look at that, same thing. I'm gonna just move that. I'll never be able to see how much inventory I have or pages worth of inventory. I know my armor is probably 100 pages worth of inventory. At least, because I've bought a whole lot for my entire org who no longer exists in my life. Let's see if we can get next one. So, lowered. My thoughts to help with this processing, because you guys had a good idea, but then you ruined it by your inventory system. Your management on filtering and organizing is terrible. These should always be slotted. Well, yeah, because then you can just right click, move one or move multiple. Let's try a container. This is just, it's not acceptable. You guys keep having the ideal, oh, let's just go and make this more realistic. Let's waste more of the player's time. So instead of them doing what they can to enjoy a simple 2-3 hours of gaming before they had to go to work or whatever, you guys don't. Look at this. This is loading more. Let me remove the containers because I got that. Now I had to reload all of this again. Clicked all, 250. Now this won't move at all. Which is fine. My dumbass did the same thing again. Actually, let me just... Well, I can't right now. Close out of here. That's the biggest issue. You shouldn't be able to leave terminal unless you want to. So now, I know I'm just gonna go and do, let's just do all. Let's see if I can get this done as quick as possible. Let's subcategorize this. Helmets. Look at that. And there we are. These should automatically just restack. You should never need to manually do it yourself. Like this. I can't even do it. I can't even stack within the inventory system anymore. Not on here anyways. Almost all of that, and it's not even loading all. This is wasting space. I don't know if you guys is doing weight or slots to measure that. Assuming it's weight. But you're wasting space. Because now I got like 8 helmets of this that's just sitting there. Let's go core. Might as well do it with this. Now, the rule of thumb is if you're able to buy multiple, they should be able to stack. Only thing that shouldn't stack should be vehicle equipment. Like QTs and everything else. You shouldn't have to be forced to just keep continuously doing this. See, now I got 310. It makes no sense. Some allows you to do 250, other ones 100s, and this 310. It gives no practical reason of why. And the more I load, the harder it's going to be for me to unload and reload within these sub folders. You see how long it's already taking? And now it just automatically pushes me from bottom to top. Another thing that could assist with annoyances is keep your visuals where they are. So if I'm on page 13 out of 20 and I back out for some reason and I go back in, I should stay on that 13th page. And it should only highlight the one that I'm on. It shouldn't be highlighting everything. It should read it as full. Like it should give a percentage like how it does with water. Was that all my arms? I feel like that's not. I was about to say. I would have been so happy if that was all of it. Alrighty. So. Legs take up more space. If I don't allow it to load, all of it goes slower. Gotta find something to just have like a digital reference moving through just enough so the product, once it's physically put into these containers and you move it up, will it fully load into the containers. It's a lot of data moving, I do understand that, but if you can't find a solution for this issue, there's no point of having a freight elevator. You should just allow these gear, equipment, anything that's not related to cargo, from salvaging to buying, what do you call it, material, anything that's non-material based should be the only thing being used in here. Like, I shouldn't have this. This is all bug. Because every single time I say that, it's because when I move all this, it's what do you call it? It auto deposits itself. Let's try to use this one since I have a little bit left. So I get done with this. Well, since I moved all my containers, unless I one by one just select and move the ones I haven't touched. That's probably what I'll do. So I'm feeling a little antsy that this won't last long. It looks like armor, gear, this stuff right here, seems to be the easiest to move. I have so little of that stuff. This is where I start getting issues. Maybe it's just because I'm loading up so many. Maybe I should just do one at a time. Kind of feels like it goes a little bit faster. Primary now. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know though, I'm starting to get a little bit more laggy. Just want to finish this off real quick. Let's go to utilities. Let's unselect this. Still has my guns. Oh, come on. So, I'm thinking even though I have a feeling this is going to crash, it's easier to move armor when it's compared to other utilities or weapons. Also, I've noticed that only selecting 100 instead of the max eases the bandwidth. Although I still believe that everything should be slotted. It should tell me how many, maybe stacks of 100 for each of these. Because if it allows me to stack on here and not on my persons, then it's going to be easier. Just easier management and organization of your inventory. Like every single time I move this, it should auto stack. It shouldn't just waste more space, because that's just more information, more images it has to load. Come on. Yeah. It's not liking it. If it allows me to load, I'm gonna back out and just move the empty containers. Nope, I crash. This is what I get, Sig. Thank you very much for allowing me to, again, prove to myself that I'm right. Always. And now, I'm forced to verify each and every time. So, once this is verified, if it does... Oh, thank you. Thank you to read that I am legitimate. I lost all that work, although it wasn't much compared to everything else. But it's the video that I needed, and I'll upload this with all my other reports. So hopefully you guys can unfuck this, since you want to change everything and just give us an alpha that's hardly playable compared to just fine-tuning each and everything as you go. Of course, then you would spend another 12 years and maybe get out of alpha. But either way, go fuck yourself, Sig.